everyone, thank you so much for joining me on the mat. I hope you're all good as always. Today's class is a sequence, a flow all about twisting. So when we take lots of twists in yoga, we do so almost to detox, I suppose, in a way, to stimulate our body, to massage all of those internal organs, to release the lower back, the lower spine, the thoracic spine as well. So that's our aim today, is to flow for detox. As always, you know your body better than I do. So be super mindful on the mat. Recognize if you're going a little bit too far, if you've shortened your breath, and come back to a posture that feels better for you. So really tap into the breath today. Tune into your body, tune into your breath, tune into the music, and make sure you have a couple of props, blocks if you have them, cushions, pillows would be perfect. So a full body workout, but lots of twists. So we're going to start out straight away by coming down onto our backs, drawing the knees in towards the chest. Just take a moment to release the lower spine if you've got any tension through there. And then we're going to lower that right leg. Work through the hips. Draw the right knee back in. Taking the arms wide into a T and then drop those knees over to the right. So if you have cushions, pillows, a blanket, you can place them underneath. Otherwise, just draw them down. If it feels good, you can turn the palms to face up. And just coming straight into a twist. Breathing in and breathing out. Notice if the breath is shortened and you need to come out of it. Or if that feels good, you can close down the eyes, start to work through, perhaps take a body scan. Working all the way through the spine, the shoulders, the chest. When you're ready, draw those knees back together. Of course, you can use those arms or use your core. Knees into chest, and then just lower that left leg. Work through that hip for a moment. Just feel the lower back settle. And then draw the knees back into the chest. From there, you can hike the hips over. Palms can come down, and you're just going to roll those knees over to the left-hand side. Knee on top of knee. Of course, you can use your hands to draw them down. I usually practice in my dining room where I have my table and chairs that I can lever, but I don't have that today. So just see how it feels to draw yourself down. Work through the back, the spine, the lower back, the shoulders, the chest. Breathing in and breathing out. So as you draw the knees back through, again you can use the arms or use your core muscles, draw the belly in. Hold on to those knees, and then we're just going to take a rock up and back. Rock up and down through the spine. As you rock this time, you're going to cross over, walk yourself all the way through, dropping yourself into your child's pose. As you drop into this first child's pose, we're just going to take a pause. Forehead down to the mat. And breathe. Soften through the elbows. Listen out for your breath. Notice how the body feels if you're struggling to get those hips back towards your bum today, or towards your heels. Taking the fingertips nice and wide, drawing that left hand over on top of the right, taking that twist through, looking underneath the right shoulder. Last breath. Releasing the left hand, right hand over onto the left, looking underneath the left hand side. Bring right back into your breath again, inhaling and exhaling. Sweeping the right arm back, and then when you're ready, rounding up through the spine, vertebra by vertebra, coming into that cat stretch, pressing through the fingertips, tucking the tailbone under, releasing through into your cow, gaze is up with the eyes. And then you're just going to move around, so perhaps take some twists as you roll in and out of your cat and cow. Inhaling and exhaling. Opposite direction, working yourself around. Pressing through. And then finding from there your all fours. So working through the right arm to start off with, you can draw the left hand a little bit further underneath heart center if that feels good. The knees can come a little bit wide if that helps you to feel balanced. Curl the toes or release them, totally up to you. You're going to work your fingertips and grab hold of your ribs. And then imagine opening all the way up through the body, the torso, the thoracic spine, mid-spine, and then opening through the palm on the inhale. Exhale, releasing that hand all the way underneath. Inhale, coming all the way back through, holding onto the ribs, twisting, opening yourself up, releasing the arm. Exhale, draw yourself back under, bending through that left elbow. Inhale, last one. Opening up. Exhale, releasing. And then when you're ready, pushing back up onto all fours, taking another cat and cow, really feeling this one. Exhale, rounding. Inhale, come forwards. Exhale, halfway between the two, neutral spine, release the toes or keep them where they are. Drawing the right hand underneath heart center this time, left hand onto the ribs, turn and open yourself up, twisting. Exhale, release. Inhale, open, hold on to the ribs, look up to the heavens. Exhale, release, soften through that right elbow, the hips can lift high. Take that twist through the mid-spine. Inhale, lift, this is our last one. Twist, open through the rib cage, the back body. Exhale, release. And then draw yourself back through center. So this time, rather than taking cat-cow, we're going to curl our toes under and we're going to press our hips back. Lifting through the hips into that loaded beast, and just before we get into our down dog, we're going to wave the body forwards into our high plank. From there, taking our feet, both feet to the right hand side. Coming into that high plank twist, feel the twist in your obliques. Back through to center, you can drop onto the knees. First, if that feels good, push back, lift through the hips, and then again, like a wave, work yourself forwards into your high plank. Drop your feet down, taking the twist through to the left hand side, pressing through the fingertips, drawing the belly in, working through the obliques again. Breathing in. Breathing out. Lift all the way back through center, down onto the knees. Push back through the hips. Again, you're welcome to just rise and come up into high plank or come through to that loaded beast first. Press through the hips, wave the body forwards into your high plank. This time you're going to lift yourself all the way back into your down face dog. So pedal the feet, move around, perhaps you start to twist the knees into the midline of the body, creating space again. Inhaling, exhale. If you're able to, you're going to draw those feet to the right, so a twisted down dog. And over to the left. See what it feels like through the shoulders, through the lats, the side body. Back through to center. From there, we're going to shorten our stance. So you're going to start to walk your hands back towards the feet. Just one hand print, the feet can be a little bit wider. Right hand towards the left shin, perhaps the ankle. Press away. So really important that you press through that left hand here. Create that space. You can look under the left shoulder if that feels good as well. Releasing the right hand and work through to the other side. So you work with what feels good. Perhaps you've got the knees soft. And you're just drawing through, or you can lengthen. Gaze is underneath the right shoulder this time. Fingertips spreading wide, breathing in and breathing out. Releasing, one more to each side, this time with a little bit of speed, a little bit of momentum. Right hand back to the mat, left hand reaches. Back through to center. Walking our fingertips all the way back to the back edge of our mat to meet our toes. Soften through the knees, first forward fold. Taking hands to opposite elbow. Drawing yourself down. From there, you're going to drop that right elbow into the inside of the right thigh. Hand can come down to the mat, or you can stay a little bit higher and open through that left arm. Of course, you can use a block, like I have behind me, perfectly placed. And open. And you can use the block on its different heights to open yourself up. Exhale, the left hand comes down and goes to the instep. And you open through the right hand side. So the hips can move here as well. Keep pushing that tailbone behind you. Last one either side, right side, open through the left. Really use that right arm as a lever to lift the left. Exhale, release left side, open through the right side body. And release. Both hands to the mat, releasing the forehead. Just moving your block to the side again. You're going to walk yourself all the way back out into your down face dog. Inhale and exhale. Left foot to the back center of the mat, the right leg lifts. There's an option here to either keep the leg just working back behind you, dropping the hip down, or if you have a more open body, you can begin to take that openness through the side. Exhale, the knee is going to come all the way in towards the nose. You're going to drop the foot down. Drop down onto the back knee. Keep the toe curled as you lift and come all the way up into Anjaneyasana. So the hands can part, or you can keep them up overhead. We're going to hold there, breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out. So with the hands in prayer overhead, you're going to draw those hands through to heart center and take a little easy twist over to that right hand side. So that elbow is drawing all the way back behind you. Of course, you can drop that left elbow over to the right knee and look behind, or you can stay up nice and high and just work the twist through the arms. Try and keep your thumbs at your sternum, at your heart center. Keep pressing through that back foot. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. When you're ready, lowering that left hand. Try not to untwist quite yet. Left hand to the instep, right arm all the way up into that easy twist. Option to lift the back leg. Either an option to take the hand behind you, perhaps come into a half bind, or you keep the knee down and you just work through that twist. Breathing in, breathing out. Inhale, exhale, one more breath. Sweeping the right hand all the way past the thigh. Left fingertips come all the way up to meet your right, coming into your Anjaneyasana. You can release the back toe if that feels good, or just open through the hips a little bit more. Release those shoulders. Exhale, both hands down to the mat. Curl the back toe under. Step yourself all the way back into your down face dog. Pedal, tread, play, do whatever you need to do to find that space in your down dog. And then when you're ready, you're going to do exactly the same on the opposite leg. Right foot to the back center. Pressing through that left side, perhaps opening the hip if that feels good. Gaze is underneath the left shoulder, or you keep that hip aligned, the shoulder aligned, flex through the foot. When you're ready, drawing that knee all the way in towards your chest, planting the foot down. Give it a helping hand if you need to. The back knee drops. Keep the toe curled. Lift through those fingertips and lift yourself all the way up. Hands can come into prayer overhead, or you can release those shoulders into Hastasana arms. Keep drawing that left knee out towards the pinky toe side. Strong through the legs, strong through that right glute, squeezing your bum muscles. Exhale, hands through to heart center. Begin to take your twist. Right elbow across towards the left thigh, or just come into that hover and hold it there. So thumbs again at heart center. Inhaling. Exhale. Keep that twist coming through the torso, through the spine. If you have the option of taking the elbow across the knee, you can always press that back leg up behind you, perhaps take a little half bind. Dropping down again, and just before you release, you're going to keep the prayer and keep the twist. Drop that right hand to the instep. Open through the left arm, the left side body, coming into that easy twist. Again, the option is to press away, to take that half bind. Breathing in and breathing out. Really important that you continue to take full breaths in your twist. And when you're ready, if you haven't released the back leg, do so. Begin to sweep that left arm past the thigh. The right arm can come up. You can release that back toe if you'd like to, and come into Anjaneyasana, our low crescent lunge. Take a moment there to open, to unravel from that twist, and to really enjoy that pose. And on the exhale, release both hands down to the mat. Stride yourself all the way back and wave the body into your down face dog. Adho Mukha Svanasana, gaze is between the thighs, fingertips pressing away, wrapping those triceps back, the biceps front of the arms forwards. If you can see your heels, just begin to tuck them away behind the big toe, pressing your heels outwards. Come down onto the knees. If you want to take a vinyasa, you're welcome to. If you want to sit straight back into your child's pose, you can, otherwise knees, chest, chin. Inhale, release the spine, comes forwards. Cobra, baby cobra, a little bit lower if that's better for your back today. Or exhale all the way back up and down. Child's pose, we'll all meet in a child's pose. Before we lift, curl the toes and come all the way back up into our down face dog. Breathing in, breathing out. Inhale, exhale. Sweeping that left foot to the back center again, lift through the right leg, open the hip if you'd like to, or stay just with your three-legged dog. From there, you're going to start to draw that knee towards your opposite elbow, so towards the left elbow. From there, you're going to sweep that foot out and come onto the knife edge, outer edge of that foot, and drop that back left heel down. So we're going to hold in this twisted plank. Breathing in, breathing out. Inhale, exhale. Again, from there, that right knee is going to come towards the left elbow, and this time we're going to start to drop it down towards the wrist. Release the left arm, push through the hips, and open up into your half fallen star. Almost like a half side plank, but with a little bit more expansiveness through the chest. The ability to look over. Make sure you're really planting down through that back left foot. All four corners of the foot pressing. From there, releasing the left hand down to the mat. As you release the left, the right foot lifts and comes all the way back up into your three-legged dog. On the exhale, lower the right foot down to the mat. Feet hip distance. Right foot to the back center, lift through your left side, inhale. Perhaps open through the hip. Right knee all the way, left knee all the way in towards right elbow. And then begin to slide it back in line with the right wrist. Come onto the outer edge of that left foot, the full foot of the right side, and hold in that twisted plank. It's a strong posture, so if you need to, you can always drop down. Try and hold it there as much as you can. Last breath. Then begin to release that left knee towards the wrist. Open through the side body and come into your half fallen star. So you're trying to push the hips forwards as much as you can here. Open through the heart, open through the chest. Breathing in and breathing out. On the exhale, release the right hand all the way back down to the mat. As you do so, begin to lift the left leg all the way back up, three-legged dog. Exhale, draw that left foot down. Feet hip distance. Come back into your down face dog. Just 2 breaths, gazes between the thighs, push those heels out. You can of course bend and twist again, move around, let the head go. And then when you're ready, look between the space in your hands, step, jump or float yourself to the very front edge of your mat. Coming into your Ardha Uttanasana halfway lift. Exhale, draw yourself down, Uttanasana forward fold. Soften through the knees, swan dive, or roll your spine all the way up. Exhale, draw your hands back to your heart center. Come into your Tadasana mountain pose. And as you arrive into your Tadasana, just take a pause. Spread the toes wide. Sense what's going on in the body. Sense what's going on in the mind. Know what your body needs, what the mind needs. If you need to hold postures a little bit longer, you're welcome to. If you want to get deeper in those twists to really bring out the body, any tensions. Inhale and exhale. On the next inhale, take the arms all the way up and over. On the exhale, draw the hands all the way down through heart center, bowing forwards. Inhale, flat back, lengthen and prepare. Exhale, step, jump, float yourself all the way back into your high plank. Option to stay in high plank and just push back into down dog, or work through your vinyasa of your choice, knees, chest, chin. Rounding through into your cobra, or your up dog. And on the exhale, draw yourself all the way back, up and down into your down face dog. On the inhale, the right leg lifts, 3-legged dog. On the exhale, draw the right foot all the way between your fingertips. Lifting yourself all the way up and through into your high plank. Holding strong in your high plank, shoulders away from the ears. Inhale, exhale. From there, you're going to slide your left hand onto the outside of your thigh and open through the right arm. So to be able to do that, sometimes it's a little bit easier to be able to bend through that back knee, just to be able to work through your pelvis a little bit more. Look over that right arm. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. From there, either releasing the left arm or just staying where it is. Keep holding in your revolve lunge. From there, you're going to draw the arms all the way up and overhead. So it makes it a little bit harder to hold here. Breathing in. And on the exhale, as the hands come all the way down through heart center, you're going to keep them coming past the sternum and into that revolve side angle. Pressing through the back leg. You can always drop down onto the back knee, of course. You can take your open side, working through the fingertips. Gaze is up by the right hand. You can, of course, take your full bind, your half bind. Pressing firmly through that back leg. Pushing that right shoulder away. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Last breath. As you begin to release the fingertips, just take that left hand to the instep of the foot and open into an easy twist. So we're going to start to unravel from there. Breathing in, breathing out. Inhale, exhale. Right arm's going to come all the way through. Left arm's going to come up and we're going to open straight into a warrior two. And really enjoy that warrior two as you open the full front of the body. Full unravel. Breathing in. Breathing out. Inhale. Exhale. Lift, open up into peaceful warrior two. Really open through the heart and the chest again. And on the exhale, as you draw both hands down to the mat, you're going to start to walk that back foot in. 30 to 40 degrees, begin to walk the right foot to the side. If you have a block, perhaps some books handy, you can just drop that to the outside. You're going to begin to open through the hips, drawing into face forwards. The left arm's going to reach all the way up. You're going to come into revolved. So Prasarita, Trikonasana or triangles pose. From there, the left hand is diving forwards. I'm going to place the left hand to the outside of the right foot and open through the right arm. Keep drawing the hips back, gazes up by those right fingertips, drawing the belly in. Of course, use your block on the 3 different heights. Keep breathing into it, drawing a hand to the right hip if that helps, the thumb into the hip crease to draw that hip back. Inhale, exhale. Now for you yogis that want to take it a little bit further, there's the option here to take a little balance, a little lift. So from there you're going to start to bend through the right knee just a touch. Keep planting down through the left arm, and you're going to begin to take that left foot off the mat, holding onto the left toes, pressing into the left hip, the left foot, almost like our Shavasana, revolve Shavasana, breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out. And of course you can always hold in your revolve triangle, breathing in and exhale. When you're ready, you're going to start to soften through that front knee, and you're going to lift up through that back left leg and come onto the knife edge of that left foot. Trying to keep your feet in line as much as possible. And again, the option is just to hold there and to feel the stretch on the IT band on the outside of that right leg. Or again, you can come into that twist. And you're going to feel that a little bit more. So a strong stretch down the right IT band, into the right glute. Balancing through. Option to take blocks. Options just to bend through the knee and hold it there. Take that little twist and even a forward fold. Inhale. Exhale. Now we've got a juicy little transition, so we're going to drop our left hand, bend through that side, and we're going to work from there, that right foot all the way behind us, dropping it back beyond, stretch through that left leg, and open it into your full fallen star. So the left foot is forward, right leg is nice and high, all the way back, open through the right side body. Exhale, drop that right hand down to the mat. And from there you're going to twist and lift that left leg all the way up into your 3-legged dog. Option to come into child's pose, come into your down dog, your full-legged dog, or stay in your 3-legged side. You can open up the hip if that feels good. Breathing in, breathing out. We're going to work exactly the same on the left side. So when you're ready, knee's going to come all the way through the foot flexes, replacing the left thumb with the left foot. Inhale, rise, come all the way up into your high lunge, lifting through the fingertips, shoulders away from the ears. When you're ready, inhale, perhaps find length, and on the exhale, begin to work through that right side. So right hand to the outside of the left thigh, left fingertips reaching behind you, finding that balance, the 4 corners of the feet. Gaze over that left fingertip, breathing in, breathing out. The right arm can release as well. Inhale, exhale. Draw both arms all the way up and overhead. This time perhaps creating Kali Mudra, finding your balance. And on the exhale, start to draw those hands to the outside of that left knee. Coming into your bind, your full bind if that works for you. Looking over that back shoulder. Breathing in, breathing out. Inhale, exhale, one more breath. Gazing down at the left foot before you make your transition. Right hand onto the mat, lifting the left arm all the way up into that easy twist. Inhaling, exhale, inhale, exhale. A full sweep round of that left arm, a full sweep of the right to open yourself into your warrior 2. Really enjoy that opening, so wiggle around if you need to. Stretch, open up the chest, maybe lift up through the arms. Open through that left knee, gazing down at the front big toe so you can see beyond your knee. Breathing in, breathing out. Strong through the arms. Inhale and exhale. Let's really work into it and open through the chest that little bit more as we take our peaceful warrior. Right hand to the back of the thigh, left arm all the way up past the head. Keep bending through the left knee. And on the exhale, down to the mat. As you do so, step that right foot in, 2 or 3 feet, the back right foot goes to 40 degrees, the left foot can come all the way out. Draw that left hip back. You can use your block again on that left hand side, on the outside of the foot. Inhale, lift through the right arm. Exhale, imagine going diagonally to draw that left hip back, reaching all the way down to the very outside of the left foot and opening through the left hand. Plant down through the feet, drawing that left hip back. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, breathing in, breathing out. Now the option is to stay there, perhaps just to come down to a variation of a pyramid pose for a little bit and just release, start to unravel. Or if you took that reverse shavasana, or variation of, you're going to work through that left foot again, plant down through the right, kick up through the left leg, taking hold of the right foot this time, and come into that little revolved shavasana. So it's less of a twist, just a small twist through the spine, the lower back. Lots of work on the standing leg, and the balance. And then when you're ready, begin to work through that right foot, sliding it in line with the left. Soften through the knee if you need to, and that might be enough there today to work through on the outer hip. Or you can begin to open up through the left arm. Spreading the toes wide, and really feel that stretch on your IT band, the outer edge of the hip, drawing the belly in. Full hand down, or work through those fingertips. Knife edge of that right foot. And then from there, as both hands come to meet the mat, you're going to keep the right foot where it is. Begin to sweep that left foot all the way over, dropping it behind you, pressing through the right heel, right outer edge, and open into your fallen star. So really strong through that right arm. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And on the exhale, release that left hand down to the mat. Begin to sweep that right foot all the way up and back into your 3-legged dog. Inhaling and exhale. Inhale, and on the exhale, begin to draw the right foot all the way in to meet the left. Come back into your down face dog. Gaze is right between the fingertips, waves the body forwards on the inhale. Exhale, knees, chest, chin. Working through your cobra, baby king cobra, or your up dog. Exhale all the way back up and down into your down face dog. Release the head, release the shoulders, let them go. Breathing in. Breathing out. Inhale. Exhale. When you're ready, you're going to start to walk your feet one stride closer towards your hands. You might need to soften through the knees, and that's all good. From there, the left hand comes to meet the ankle, the calf of the right side. Come into that twist. Use your breath. Release the left hand, right side comes into the twist. And again, last switch. Left side. And right side. Release the fingertips. Walk your feet even closer. So coming, if you're able to, toes come to meet the wrists, soften through the knees. We're going to work through that forward fold twist again. This time, if you'd like to, you can place your hands on your lower back. And as you slide your right fingertips down to the side of your knee, outer edge, you can begin to loop your hands around and open up. So it's almost like there's a bind there. You might find that you're able to actually take a bind and you can take the twist from there. Otherwise, you stay planting down through the fingertips. You keep the hand on the block, and you twist, open up through the spine. Now if you found yourself in a bound standing twist, could be an option from there to come into bird of paradise, even just planting the weight through the left foot, coming up onto the right toes. You move all your weight into the left foot, perhaps it's just a little hover, and you drop back down. Releasing into the forward fold, we're going to work to the other side. So again, the hands can come to the lower back. You slide your hands from the lower back onto the left hip. They might just hold there, or you might be able to drop the left hand, elbow, shoulder in, and you might be able to wrap all the way around, coming into that bind. You can either take a monkey grip bind or a full bind. Remember, the wrapper is the grabber, so the left hand on this occasion is the bind. You might find that you can balance again on the right foot. Left toes begin to lift, and you might begin to lift a little bit higher this time. Lowering yourself back down with grace, with ease. Take that forward fold, and we're just going to take one more either side, so practice for bird of paradise for preparation. So this time the right hand comes through, and again it might be an option just to open up into the twist. You might find you're able to bind again. Weight onto the left foot this time, lifting. Don't worry too much about the lengthening through the leg, that's just an option. Lowering down and switching sides. Last time. So take your time, even if you're just in a forward fold here, that can be quite nice just to move from side to side, to release any tension through the back. Otherwise we join, come to the bind of the left leg, come to your opening the twist through the right arm. Always the option for bird of paradise. Transfer your weight onto the right foot. Toes spreading wide. Try and straighten that right leg and open through the chest. Use your breath. And releasing all the way down. As you release down, release the head, let it go. And then you're going to walk those feet or step, jump your feet all the way back into your down face dog, and really enjoy that down dog as you find that extra length that you've created in your spine. On the inhale, wave the body forwards. On the exhale, drop your knees, chest and chin down to the mat. Inhale, work through the chest, the torso to lift yourself up into your cobra. King cobra, baby cobra. You're going to take a glance over that right shoulder to your snake tail, back through center, over through to the left, back through center. Two more, right side. You can even begin to drop the hips if you'd like to. Work back through center and left side. Begin to lower yourself all the way down. Hands can come forwards, release the lower back, come into your breath, and again we're just going to take a moment to pause. So listen to your breath again, notice the temperature of your body, your heartbeat, and then begin to stretch through the right arm. Left fingertips come up to the mat. You're going to bend through the left leg this time. As you do so, lift through the hip, the knee, and work yourself over into your full scorpion twist. So you can either drop the foot down, or if you have a block, you can place the foot onto the block. Inhaling, exhale, either a full plant down of that left hand, and releasing. As you release, work straight through onto the other side, so fingertips are a full hand down, the left hand works over, right knee bends, right knee lifts, begin to turn the whole of that leg out, the foot can come down, you can press firmly through those right side, right fingertips, And come right back into your breath. And releasing. As you release, moving yourself through, hands underneath your shoulders, curl your toes under, lift yourself all the way up and back into a nice wide child's pose. Fingertips walking away from you, forehead to the mat. From there, right hand lovely and wide. Sweep that left hand over, and from there, as we drop down, we're going to turn our palms to face away. So it's as if that right elbow is turning down, dropping yourself through. Try and keep the head on the mat if you're able to. And releasing. Sweeping the hands to the left, the right hand meets the left, and turn those palms to face away from you. Walk those fingertips away, back into your full child's pose, a full stretch. Try and remove any tension through your shoulders so you're not reaching too far. Those shoulder blades work all the way down, collarbone to the mat. And then from there, as you rise, roll all the way up. Dropping your palms to face down. Close down the eyes, roll the shoulders back. Draw the belly in. So we're going to take a few stretches of the lower body, a few twists to finish off. Really starting to lower our bodies into the mat now. So when you're ready, dropping your feet to the very outside. I'm going to stretch the left leg nice and long from there. So as the left leg stretches long, you have an option. You can either, if that feels good for the knee, almost like this half Virasana shape, moving the calf out and working through the knee there. Or you can whip the leg through, bring the sole of the foot in towards your inner thigh. And rather than just dropping forwards in this, we're going to start to work through. So the left arm is going to come into the inner thigh, and you're going to draw yourself out, and that might be enough. And you can even use a block for this, so rather than using your leg, if you need that block, you can push up and you hold it there. Flexing through that left side. The other option is to place the left hand onto that right knee and push away. And again, you can just hold your hand onto the hip and take that twist, that open twist round. It might feel nice to begin to work that right arm all the way over. And again, don't worry about holding on if it means you're closing off the body. I'm not that flexible on my sides. And you might want to keep the hand pushing away to open yourself up. Or you might find it nice to take hold of the outer edge of the foot. And breathe into this. So wherever you are, if you're just opening through the side body, you've got the hand down. Try not to put too much pressure onto the knee joint. And when you're ready, you're going to lift yourself all the way up. Taking that right leg, dropping it over the left knee. Inhale, lift both arms. Exhale, slide that right hand behind, but stay nice and high. One more inhale. Exhale, drop that left hand to the outside of that right knee. Coming into the Ardha Matsyentra, so just a half seated spinal twist. Drawing the belly in. You can take a bind if that feels good. Challenge yourself. Keep working with your breath. On the inhale, we sit tall, and on the exhale, we look behind us and twist. And then this time as we unravel and take the open side, there's the option of just lowering down as well. So getting that extra twist through the torso. And then from there, stretching the right leg, drawing the left side in. So I'm gonna switch around so you can see me. So from there, left foot either comes in or again you whip the leg back, flex through that right side. You might just push away through that right side and take the twist. And that might be enough today, flexing through the right foot. You should start to feel it down through your adductors, your groin, as well as the twist around the torso. Or if you'd like to, you can begin to draw that right arm in towards the thigh and look round. Option to bind again. Perhaps the left arm drifts over. Perhaps you push that the left leg away and you're able to take hold. Both hands looking underneath. Drawing the belly in. And when you're ready, releasing, working your way all the way up, and we have that seated twist. So the left foot comes across the right. Both arms come all the way up, flex through that side, dropping the hand behind you. And elbow, opposite elbow to the knee. Outside of the knee, the arm can come down. Sit lovely and tall. Flexing through the right foot so the whole of the leg stays active. Inhaling and exhale. Option to bind as always. Sitting tall rather than dropping back in this stretch. And then as you take your open side, hand to the inside, you can always lower down onto the forearms if that feels good. Just making sure that you stay active through both feet. And as you draw yourself up, you're going to come straight into Navasana. So, I'm going to spin myself around. Have a block handy, or have something handy that's fairly lightweight, if you'd like to. You're going to tuck your tailbone under and just begin to lift through the legs. So coming into Navasana, you can always hold underneath the thighs, draw your belly towards your tops of your thighs. You can flex, point the toes, do what works for you, what feels good. You can release those hands. We're going to take a twist. So the option from there is to use something, to use a block, to twist to the left and to twist to the right. There's always the option of keeping the block on top of the legs and planting it on every few times, dropping it back down. And we'll go for 4 more. Keep lifting nice and tall onto your sitting bones. Keep drawing the chest up nice and high. Squeezing those thighs together. This is our last 2. Keep going. And that's our last one. So from there, you're going to drop those legs. Just take them right into Baddha Konasana. Just let those inner thighs, the hips go a little bit, the hip flexors. And then we're going to make our way onto our backs for one final twist. So hands underneath the thighs, or draw your belly in and lower yourself all the way down. From there, knees into chest, let the lower back go. Now if you know your back is feeling good and you're feeling nice and already twisted, we're going to finish practice by taking eagle legs. From our eagle legs, you're going to hike the hips over to the right hand side if it's the right leg that's crossed. And we're going to begin to lower the legs over to the left. So we're closing the class with our spinal twist, but this is a little bit deeper with our eagle legs. So if you know it's too much for you, you just release, you place knee on top of knee, or you just do one leg at a time. So you can always keep that opposite leg down to the mat as the right leg crosses over. I like to use my arm to draw that knee down, but you don't have to. Gaze is over the right side, the right fingertips. Drawing the belly in. And as you release, see if you can use your core, your abs to draw yourself back through center. Release the cross of the legs. Cross to the other side. This time the left leg is on top. Hike the hips to the left hand side just enough. Removing any blocks, props you have, and then lower yourself down to that right side. You might have some crack spots of the spine, which is all good. Palms face up, and this time your gaze is over the left side. Shoulders relax. Again, you can use that right arm to draw yourself down the left. Or of course, you can always release the bind. Just take knee on top of knee, or there's the option of just taking the single leg. So work with what feels good today. The eagle legs is a little bit more intense. And then when you're ready, you can pause there and hold for a little bit longer. Of course, you can take any more twists, perhaps an inversion if you'd like to close your practice. Or you begin to release the legs. Begin to draw your knees in towards your chest. Release the legs one at a time down towards the mat. Let the legs go nice and long, nice and heavy. Toes pointing out towards the side. Palms facing up, coming into your Shavasana. Take a couple of releasing breaths, inhaling through the nose. And exhale, sigh out to the mouth. Inhale through the nose. Exhale, sigh out to the mouth. Last time, inhale. And exhale. And you can stay in your Shavasana for as long as you like. Close down the eyes, perhaps just press pause. If you've got a good 5-10 minutes, stay here for as long as you can. Otherwise, start to bring life back into your physical body. Start to draw the knees in towards your chest. Rock yourself up or roll yourself over to the side. Take a moment to just come into a seated posture. Really comfortable seat, you don't have to be cross-legged. Close down the eyes. Slow down. Settle into the body and just notice how it feels after all of those twists. Drawing your thumbs all the way through to heart center. Inhale through the nose. Exhale, sigh out of the mouth. Bringing your thumbs all the way through to your third eye. Inhale. Exhale. Drawing your thumbs all the way to your crown, your 1,000-petal lotus flower crown. Inhale. And exhale. Living your life to its fullest. Embrace your life with passion. Bowing down to the divine in each and every one of you. So thank you for coming onto your mat as always. Namaste.